Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, Portmore mother and a 4-year-old daughter missing. 34-year-old Sashina Holmes and her daughter, 4-year-old Anastasia dies, both of Alistair Avenue in Bridgeport, Portmore, St. Catherine, have been reported missing. The police say they have not been seen since Monday, February 10. Holmes is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 6 inches tall, while Anastasia is of dark complexion and slim build. Reports from the Bridgeport police are that about 9:20 a.m., Holmes was last seen driving her Toyota Axia motorcar in her community with Anastasia aboard. Holmes was wearing a pink blouse and a blue denim skirt, while Anastasia was dressed in a pink blouse and a floral shorts. All attempts to contact them have proven futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Sashina Holmes and Anastasia Dice is being asked to contact the Bridgeport Police at 876-988-2697, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Troop claims meat dumped at retirement landfill being retrieved and sold. The St. James Health Services says it will investigate the claims that meat dumped at the retirement landfill after being deemed unfit for human consumption is making its way back into the market. During yesterday's sitting of the St. James Municipal Corporation, Councillor Michael Troop, who represents the Granville Division, where the dump site is located, told the meeting that it has been reported to him that persons are collecting the dumped meat and selling it to persons unaware of its origin. People are complaining that when meat was dumped at the dump, somebody came right behind the truck and took the meat right back to the market. Once the meat is dumped, it should be immediately buried, and the people are saying that the particular meat that the person took away on this occasion was not covered, said the Troop. They are also saying that some people around the dump are cooking the meat, so you might have a restaurant where the people cook the meat and they sell to the public. However, in declaring ignorant to the claim, Sharika Lewis, the acting chief public health inspector for St. James, thanked the Troop for the information and gave a commitment to investigate the matter. We appreciate this type of information reaching to the health department so that we can take corrective action accordingly, said Lewis. Nothing has been reported to us, so this is the first time we are hearing of this. However, we will do our investigation and report accordingly. Shannon Williams, the Senior Public Supervising Officer for the National Solid Waste Management Authority's Western Parks and Markets Limited, told the meeting that there is a specific protocol for how the Waste Collection Agency should dispose of spoiled food items. When we get a request to send a truck for spoiled meat or spoiled goods, we refer to this as special waste. We do it in collaboration with the Public Health Department, which sprays the meat, after which we will collect the meat and bury it, and we have equipment at the disposal site where we normally dig a hole and bury the meat, explained Williams. I have never heard of such complaints as outlined by Troop, so I cannot speak to that. Claims of dumped meat being retrieved and sold to unsuspecting persons are not new. In 2015, reports surfaced that vendors in Kingston were collecting rejected meat from the Riverton City disposal site and selling it for as little as $110 per pound. The practice was said to have continued at that facility up to 2018. The Food and Drugs Act make it an offense to sell food deemed unfit for human consumption. Any person found in breach is liable to a fine of up to $1 million or a prison term up to 12 months. While not dismissing Troop's claim, Montego Bay Mayor Richard Vernon told yesterday's meeting that no action could be taken until a thorough investigation was conducted. You are speaking from the point of a complaint that is uninvestigated. We do not want to raise an alarm for something that is unjustified and not properly investigated, said Vernon. The residents can say anything, but based on the concern raised, there follows an investigation. We do not want to say, oh, this is the case, and there is no investigation to justify what they are saying. Following a fire at the dump site in 2023, Plans were outlined to secure the facility to prevent unauthorized persons from scavenging. However, when the news contacted Lafine Wigan, the community relations officer at Western Parks and Markets Limited, about the status of security at the landfill, she would only say that there had been no reports of breaches at the facility. Kete drum singer Determined dies after cancer battle. Reggae singer Determined, known for his mid-1990s hit single Kete Drum in collaboration with Beenie Man, has died. The singer, born Rohan Bennett, passed away Thursday after a battle with stomach cancer. He was 52. Artist, the manager, and the mother of 3 of the singer's children, Paula Francis, confirmed his passing. In 1995, Determined scored a major hit with the iconic Bobby Digital-produced single Kete Drum in collaboration with Beenie Man. It was one of several singles on the popular rhythm, which also drove hit songs like Cocotee's Holy Mount Zion, See God by Bounty Killer, and Till I'm Laid to Rest by Buju Banton. Kete Drum was Determined's 3rd song, following Zion Hill and Full Speed with Terror Fabulous. Other songs include Searching and Me Go Through That. However, Kete Drum remains Determined's signature hit song. Opposition demands release of forensic report in SSL probe. The parliamentary opposition is continuing its broadside against the government's handling of the controversial Stocks and Securities Limited fraud saga, ahead of Parliament reconvening to table the 2025-2026 estimates of expenditure. Shadow Finance Minister Jolene Robinson challenged the government to table the recently conducted forensic report by UK-based consultancy and audit firm Kroll. He urged the government to release the full forensic report for public scrutiny instead of picking and choosing sections of the report and sending it to specific media houses. The second thing is that the government must give us an update. What is the status of the investigations? We know that a file was provided to the Director of Public Prosecutions. We don't know what the status of that is, he demanded.
So I'm calling for 2 things. 1, for the government to release that forensic report in its totality. Not to continue this exercise of picking and choosing sections of the report and sending it to specific media houses, but to put the entire report on the table so that all Jamaicans can see what took place. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that the government must give us an update. What is the status of the investigations? We know that a file was provided to the DPP. We don't know what the status of that is. That file has been there for months.
The government hired Kroll Associates UK almost 2 years ago to probe the alleged fraudulent activities at SSL. Despite a revelation that the audit is complete, the findings remain unknown. Sprint legend Usain Bolt, who lost close to Jamaican $2 billion, was one of dozens defrauded. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.